Hey, Colabcoaching here again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It is the next week of the emotional resilience series. This is week number 3. So, what I want you to think about this week is how to become emotionally resilient. I want to break down exactly how to become emotionally resilient, or just help you become even more emotionally resilient than you were previously or than you have been in the past. So, to get started, emotional resilience, as we talked about the past 2 weeks, is just you having the fortitude, having the strength to overcome certain things that are going on in your life, that has happened in your life, or things that are happening right now. Literally, you focusing on how you can get past this current situation or past situations to continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to love, continue to create those relationships that you're looking for, especially when you are trying to have an intimate relationship as well. Or it could be with family or friends, co-workers, whoever it may be. We just want to make sure that you have emotional resilience so that you don't step into a relationship feeling like you at a disadvantage, because you stepping into a relationship is only an advantage for you, because it's going to help you become happier, help you become more loving, help you to become more understanding, and help you to learn more about the other person and yourself. So, how to become emotionally resilient? There's a couple steps that you could go through. First, I want you to acknowledge how strong you are as a person. You literally went through so much in your life. May not know exactly all the details. You may not have shared those details with other people, but you have went through a lot. And I commend you for even taking the time to watch this video and to say, hey, I want to become better. So you acknowledging the strength that you, one, watch this video, and that you are still going on in life at this moment despite of the dots. And then the second thing I want you to realize is that you know that you use that power to your advantage. You have to use that power to your advantage. What does that mean to use that power to your advantage? Literally, you saying, hey, I know this happened, but now I know that I can become better. I know that things are not over. And that's the biggest thing I want you to realize, that when things happen to us, we tend to go into hermit mode. We tend to build a wall. We tend to be afraid of exploring, being afraid of putting yourself out there because of what happened to you. And I'm not here to tell you your feelings are not valid. I'm not here to tell you that what you're going through is not real. But what I am trying to tell you is that there's more to your emotions. There's more to your life that you have not explored yet. That's just like you getting to a certain part of the road, and maybe somebody came and attacked you. Maybe somebody stole something from you. Maybe you felt very tired, and you just stopped there, and you just chose that this is my ending spot. But there's other paths that you haven't even explored yet. There's other cities that you may see in the distance that you haven't even looked at yet. There may be other people that you have not even met that aren't there to attack you, that aren't there to steal from you, that aren't there to do any harm or damage to you. But you chose to stop. I want you to realize that emotional resilience is that thing that's helping you to push forward despite of. You have to put yourself in the headspace, the reality that this part of your life is just a stepping stone. And I know, you may hear that and you feel like, well, what are you talking about? This what happened to me was real. I gave the example last week and week before. And I'll talk more about this next week. The death of my mother and brother were real. They're not coming back. They're not gonna reappear. A lot of people think like, you might find them in another city or another country or another continent, but they're not coming back. You have memories, you have emotions, you have feelings, you have the thoughts of those people, but they're not coming back. And I could have easily just sat here and been like, okay, well, that's it. I don't have a mother in my life. I don't have an older brother in my life. Who's gonna teach me? Who's gonna guide me? Who's gonna provide me with the things that I need to learn to grow? And I had resentment for them for leaving me for a long time. And I literally had to say, it's not their fault uh, that they died. It's not their fault that, I'm alone in a sense, not all the way alone, but feeling loneliness for those pieces that I don't have. What am I going to do now? I'm still young. What am I going to do now? Am I just going to give up, or am I actually going to try to get the help that I need? And that's the biggest thing, as I talked about last week. Get the help that you need to propel yourself to move forward. So the next step I want you to focus on is that you have to define what emotional resilience is. Don't let no one else define it for you. Don't let anyone else tell you, well, you need to go do this. Well, you have to do this, or you should have did this. That's cool. Listen, understand, interpret, and you choose if that information that you are getting is going to help you, benefit you, or you need to put it to the side. It's easy for us to just hear something on social media or see something on a post or something written very beautifully, or you hear somebody talk about their journey, or you hear something that they have said that's like an aha moment for you, and that's great. But in reality, that's not your life. That is not your life. You may apply bits and pieces of those things that you have heard or seen to help you, but at the end of the day, it's not your life. You have to literally say, hey, what am I hearing? What am I listening to? Can I use this to strengthen my emotional resilience? But you have to define emotional resilience for yourself. These are the steps that are going to help you to gain emotional resilience. So listen, I talked a lot. Let's break this down. First thing is acknowledge how strong you are. Acknowledge how strong you are. Second thing is to realize that what happened to you, but don't let those emotions define you. The third thing is that you have to define what emotional resilience is for you. And the fourth thing is that just keep living. Keep living. So, to make it as simple as possible, what are the steps to help you get emotional resilience? What are the steps to help you become more emotional resilient? Number one, acknowledge how strong you are. Number two, make sure you realize that what happened to you is what happened to you. Your emotions are real, those feelings are real, but don't let them define you. Number three, make sure you define what emotional resilience is for you. Other people can tell you what it should be, but you have to define it for yourself. And the fourth thing is to live. If you follow these steps, I promise you, you will not go in the wrong direction. I promise you, you may move into the right direction if you choose to. But I want you to have these steps and to realize that these steps are real, because your life is real, your emotions are real, your resilience is real, your strength is real. Simple as that. So, if you're struggling with this, message me, www.yourcolabcoach.com. Fill out that relationship checklist. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session. That way we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. See if we're a good fit for each other. Also, Facebook, Collab Coaching, Instagram, Collab Coaching. All my series and all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Finally, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Project is now available. It is now on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Doris Publishing website, wherever you can find this book, get it, read it. Also, I did a whole audiobook as well. You can listen to it while you're working out, while you're in the car. It's just all about self-love. It's at Audible, wherever you listen to audiobooks, also on Lantern Audio as well. Write a review, tell me what you think about it, share this with others, buy this as a gift, because self-love is very important and people do not take advantage of it. They play around with it a lot. So, love yourself, read this book, write a review. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Be safe out there. Become emotional resilient. You can do it. Bye.